Hello guys, I'm Sky Aesthetics and this is another video of the Dragonheir Silent Gods. New hero rebalance is coming out for the 4th season and I'm going to fly over between each hero here just to have an idea about these chains, okay? There are the total of 5 heroes that they decided to rebalance. I'm going to express my opinion about this, you know? I hope before I start here, I hope that the developers also decide to improve the multipliers, because it's not just about to change the skill, if you guys get me, you know. But let's start here, guys. Throg is the first, you know, between these 5s. When you talk here about Throg, you know well that this guy is a problem in terms of frame handling, and plenty of the time he's not alone there. They always put Throg with quest, where put the battle a little bit more difficult. So Throg, he has this passive and then the battle skill, and then here is when he attacks very strong. And actually he jumps exactly where I located the supporters in the battle, you know. So let's say in terms of arena, guys, it's a problem. It's not just about frame handler, you know, but he's a problem. He's a real problem there, even the pillars, okay? So, I think it's part of the adventure mode as well. In terms of PvE, you possibly find some Troglers there, you know. They put like plenty of the time they go there and place 2 of him, you know. And so this is his ultimate skill. I'm gonna bring now, guys, because it's exactly the ultimate skill that they decide to change, you know, in terms of Throg. So let's bring here now, just for guys see, you know. And you have that, the Winter Vengeance. You see the difference there? So according to this skill here, he jumps like that's the current one, okay? The current on this side there on the screen. He jumps to the area, dealing 250% attack cold damage to enemies within range. Dispel frost from enemies within range and deals 250% attack cold damage, again ignoring 20% of the enemy's defense for each frost dispelled. Okay, that's what it is. The new one is exactly the game now, because I'm in the test server. Okay, so he jumps to the target area, he dealing that damage that I farmed to enemies within range. That's the first part. Then he dispels frost from enemies within range and deals 500% now, guys. 500. They put him more strong in terms of the damage here. Okay, the difference here is jumping from 250% to 500%. All right, cold damage to them again. And then you have here in the end, for each dispelled frost, these enemies ignores 20% of enemies defense. That's a huge thing as well, you know. Everything is linked about the frost here. So if you guys bring frost heroes with him, probably he's going to be a real nuker. Okay, that's my first opinion in terms of this guy. So this guy is the first one, guys. This guy is actually the first one here. So let's go now to the next one. You know, I'm going to show here now the next one. I go there, I'm gonna fly to the Poison Heroes. In Poison Heroes, we have 2 heroes that they decide to rebalance. I'm going to start first. We see, I think he's Raita. Or Raita. They support the hero here. You know, she's amazing actually. She's very nice, you know, according to her skill. So this is the girl. And firstly, I'm gonna bring here, for you guys not be confused, I'm gonna bring the skill that they start to change, okay? Yeah, I'm going to start here first in terms of the passive. So let's bring here. So that's exactly the passive that they start to. Okay, I just needed to fix this screen here, guys. Filter. I'm gonna put it here left. 1000. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Yeah. So this passive here. you know. So you guys can see we have the passive right there. And then now I'm gonna check here in terms in the game, okay, in terms of this passive in the game. So that's what it is. Look at that. The real passive now before the change, for each debuff on the enemy, their damage dealt is reduced by 6%. This effect stacks up to 5 times on the same targets, and the new change there, the damage dealt by all enemies, see there, is reduced by 10%. Every debuff inflicted on them additionally reduces their damage dealt by 5%. Alright, look at these guys, attention, okay? This effect can be added to up to 5 stacks to the same target. So this is a huge change here for part of this passive, okay? It's going to be nice this, okay? Damage dealt by all enemies is reduced by 10%, okay? So she's going to help it totally in terms of survivability for sure. So now I'm gonna change here. I'm gonna select the next skill that they start to change. That's exactly the ultimate skill, okay? And I'm gonna bring the ultimate skill here in the 4th season, okay? Look at that. So at the moment for the 3rd season, you know, guys that are playing there in the 3rd season, she dispels all debuffs on all allies, granting them defense up to level 2 for 10 seconds. Extended that duration for all debuffs on all enemies by 5 seconds. Cannot extend the duration of the damage debuff. Okay, that's what it is in terms of this skill. Okay, so damage debuffs that includes frost poison. Okay, that's what's informing there. And the defense up to level 2 is increases the defense by 60%. But now she has for the 4th season, she has recharge speed penalty. Guys, recharging speed penalty is going to be very useful in terms of channels, because channels, he's like a machine now, you know. He's a machine now in terms of his attack, a part of the control that they start to put in for the 4th season. So she dispels all the buffs from all allies, grants them defense up level 2 for 10 seconds. There is a 100% chance to inflict a recharge speed penalty on all enemies by 5 seconds and extend the duration of all of their debuffs by 5 seconds. And then you have the damage debuff right here. That is also a very nice change in my opinion. Okay, so there is exactly 2 changes that they decided to do with this hero. And in my opinion here, in terms of channels, guys, this girl is gonna be very useful. And she's part of the poison heroes, okay? If you have her, like, go and use for the 4th season now, because she's gonna be very useful. Alright, this is exactly the change for part of this hero. Let's go now to the next one. Let's go now to the next one here. The next one is this guy. I know that plenty of you guys don't like him, but this is Morphing, you know. This is Morphing. And the change is exactly when we talk about the passive skill here. I'm gonna bring his passive now. So that's the first change for part of this hero, guys. Look at that. When the hero deals damage, that's exactly the skill that he has at the moment before the change for the 4th season. When the hero deals damage to an enemy, there's a 25% chance to inflict one of the buffs randomly selected from the following debuffs. I don't like this, honestly. Like, for me, this is bad. On them for 5 seconds. And then he has what? He has attack penalty level 2, recharge speed penalty, healing prohibition, attack accuracy penalty level 2, and buff prohibition. He has all these kind of debuffs, and they reduced the number of debuffs now. That's exactly what they did, you know. When dealing damage to an enemy, there is a 25% chance of inflicting debuffs, debuff that is randomly selected from the following on them for 5 seconds. And then you have just attack penalty level 2, healing prohibition, buff prohibition. Like, if this is better than Exalt 5, for sure it is, guys, seriously, because it's too much in terms of the buffs right here for this guy go there and select just one to place, you know. If this guy could be able to select at least 2 debuffs, that's odd story. That's odd story, because in my opinion, 2 debuffs could be able, he could be able to help more the allied team, you know. But it's not the case here, so that's one of the change for part of the passive. Now, I'm going here. That's like I need to check about his skill, you know, because if he has more hits, probably it's possible he apply more debuffs actually, you know. So 1 second here, guys. I need to check here because that's what it is. And then here, the heroes gain attacks up. So this is another change because he's going to gain attacks up level 2, where attack speed is increased by 50%. He's gonna be fast enough, okay? But it's one target, okay? It's one target here, and he has this Nexus here. The Nexus didn't change anything. It's more about the battle skill, okay? So I'm gonna bring here now the next change for part of this hero. That is the Soul Seeker. The Soul Seeker arrow. Okay, look at this. That's the skill at the moment before the change. It deals 300% attacks poison damage to the enemy with the highest attack. Mark them for 6 seconds. During this time, the hero will shoot an additional arrow at them when launching a basic attack, dealing additionally plus 80% attack poison damage. Okay, that's what it is. And with the change there, he has attack speed. So if he has attack speed, let's say he's gonna be able to apply more attacks. So probably that's going to be good because he's gonna be able to place more the debuffs, right? That's exactly what we think here. You know, I need to test this here. I'm gonna test his. I'm going to test him now just to sort this out. Okay. So when the hero gains attack speed up, like he deals 30%, 300% plus attack, 300% plus 300% attack poison damage to the enemy with the highest attack, and then marks these enemies for 6 seconds. When the enemy is being marked, the hero's basic attack shoots an extra arrow. Okay. So he gonna shoot extra arrow. So that's the case here. Now he gonna shoot an extra arrow, okay, to them and deals plus 8% attack poison damage. So I'm going to check this now, guys, before we proceed, because this can be good for him, in my opinion. Okay, so let's see now. But like another opinion that I want to say here is I hope that they did something in terms of the multipliers, because his damage is not good, you know, whatsoever. But let's check it now. Let's check it now here. And so Stegamorphing. I want to put this in practice, you know. I really want to put this in practice. So let's go here to the drilling ground.
No. Now keep it in mind that only I get to hoodwink people, not the other way around.
Okay, let's check it here. I want to see about this change in action. Okay, very good. And so I'm gonna put in here poison heroes. You know, all the poison heroes are here. And then this is the guy. Move that. So I just want you to see how is going to be his performance for part of this skill. Okay, guys.
Yield your souls.
Okay, he's applying there. As you guys can see, he's applying between 1 to 2 debuffs. Okay, 1 to 2 debuffs. Actually, it's more 1 debuff that he's applying there.
Yield your souls.
So that's the next. So yeah, so here like he's able to apply between 1 to 2 there, as you guys can see. You know, so that skill is going to be more useful, let's say. So he's going to be more useful, okay? So that's important. So it's possible to be more useful. So that's the point here, okay? That's what exactly I want you to see for part of this hero. Okay, I'm gonna redeploy here. So nice, you know, nice to see here. I really want you to see this. So maybe I believe that maybe now he's gonna be more useful. All right, that's my sincere opinion. So let's go now to check the next hero. So the next hero now, guys, is Gisher. So it's the big tank. He's the big tank. You guys know well, you know. Gisher, actually, it's Gisher, not Gisher. Gisher is the guy. So let's go here in the gallery, and then you have Gisher here. He's a defense hero. So this is the big guy. This is the big guy. Actually, like, he's also a very problem, you know, in terms of Fame Ender. You guys know well. So let's see here his passive skill. That's what it is. Let's check out the passive that he has, and then you see the change. So the passive there. Okay. So reflection. This is the current one, as you guys can see, you know, in my right corner, in the right corner here. This is the change, okay? So the change, you know, this is the current one, you know, the changes in the game. So the hero gains 20% damage reduction when take damage. There is a 50% chance of dealing plus 150% defense derivative lightning damage to the damage source. Okay, and then modifier there is based on defense. But now they start to apply attack penalty level 2. That's good in terms of survivability. The hero gains 20% damage reduction. Okay, when the granted shield takes damage, look at this. When the granted shields take damage from enemies, there is a 40% chance to inflict attack penalty. So that means that he is going to be able to apply more attack penalty according to the shield on the damage dealer for 5 seconds. When inflicting this state, ignores 25% of their resistance. Okay, so probably in terms of temporal vortex, is also going to be good. Okay, guys. So that's the first change. Let's go now to check about the second change here. The second change is about the battle skill. Okay, so let's see now the battle skill of this guy. So here you go. You know, look at this. Currently, he grants his undispellable ally protection to the ally with the highest attack for 10 seconds. Then grants 50% tax max HP shield. Look at this. He places a shield. And defense up level 2, that's what you guys know well, 60%, to the hero and the ally for 10 seconds. This skill is guaranteed to be cast as the battle starts, and skill movements are not required during casting. Now, with the change here, he grants ally protection, control immunity to the ally with the highest critical damage for 10 seconds. Okay, there are 2 conditions now. Highest critical damage here has one condition, guys. Don't get me wrong. These states cannot be dispelled, so that's good. Then grants 15% tax max HP shield for 10 seconds and defense up level 2 to the hero and this ally. Okay? Look at this, to the hero and this ally. This skill is guaranteed to be cast as the battle starts. No cast action is required upon releasing. So in terms of tank here, he's going to be nice, even in terms of arena, Feymander for sure. You know, we are arranging more possibility here, so it's nice this change for part of this battle skill. Now let's check the last skill that he has. You know, in terms of the change there, that's the battle skill, guys. And I'm going to bring here the battle skill. The Frenzy Massacre. So, currently he deals plus 550% defense lightning damage to the enemies within range and reduce 30% of their ultimate energy, that's control, with 75% chance of inflicting attack penalty as well. So he used to have attack penalty, on his ultimate skill. But now he just deals the damage there to all enemies and reduces the ultimate energy, okay? So they remove the attack penalty, they place in terms of the passive according to the shield. In my opinion, that's better. Because if he hit the target, so let's say the enemy hits the target, that's your team, and then there is a shield, like the enemy is going to have attack penalty level 2. So that's in my opinion is interesting, really nice. It really is going to really work like that. Okay, I like this. Now let's go to the last hero, guys. The last hero that is part of the necrosis, you know. So I'm going to bring this hero now. That is exactly the current skill that he has for part of this hero. And I go to the necrosis heroes. That's storing, actually. Storing. Yeah, this guy. You know. So this is the guy. And storing. According to his passive here, currently he marks and enhances the first ally in front of the hero. As the battle starts, granting them 25% of the cleric max HP in defense. Then grants invisibility to self for 10 seconds. Now, with the change for the 4th season, as the battle starts, he marks enhances the first ally in front of the hero. Granting them 25% of the cleric max HP and defense. Then the hero gains invisibility. Okay, kind of the same. It doesn't look different. You know, and then the next one is about this skill here. You know, this is the skill that they start to change as well. So I'm going to show here now in the game. We're going to talk about this skill. Is this one here? So look at that. No, it's not that one. Sorry, it's exactly the battle skill. Okay. So the battle skill, guys, look at this, the chaotic prayer. So at the moment he heals the ally with the lowest current HP by plus 15% tax max HP, 2,400% plus 2,400% enlightenment. When healing the marked ally, dispels one debuff from them. So now, in terms of 4th season here, he heals the ally with the lowest HP by plus 15% tax max HP, and then more plus 2,400% enlightenment. And heals marked allies. Allies, not just one ally. Allies, okay? By plus 7.5% tax max HP plus 1,200% enlightenment. When healing marked allies, guys, there is 100% chance to dispel one debuffs from them. That's exactly the change here. guys, that's really nice. If you go to cover all allies or allies in general, more heroes, very good. So this is exactly the change per part of the story. And then I think I don't have anything more here. Yeah, I don't have anything more. So guys, this is exactly the change that decided to change in terms of hero balance, hero rebalance. So guys, let me know what you guys think about this change. You know, thank you very much for everybody that are subscribed here to my channel, guys. You guys are amazing. You know, I thank you all the support, guys. I could be able to reach 1,000 subscribers. Of course, like there's always like always random, you know, like it's not exactly static there in terms of the subscribers, but like I really appreciate, you know, I really appreciate it. As soon as I can imagine, I think I'm gonna be able to reach 1,100 and so on, you know. But it depends on you as well. If you didn't subscribe here to my channel, guys, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for the support. You know, let's build all this community together, guys. You guys helped me a lot. It was very nice live video that I could be able to bring yesterday with the giveaways. Just keep tuning here on my channel because I'm gonna bring more giveaways as well. You know, it's not something magnificent, like a big, huge part of these giveaways, but it's something, you know, in terms of the game. You guys can get some rare Mars with me. You know, part of few dice is not the best one, but it's like it's just like my part of my celebration, you know, and my treatment with you guys, because you guys are very important to me. Anyways, thank you very much, you know, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Order and chaos rolling in the multiverse. For thousands of years, their wars have never ended. Everyone has been involved in this war. So, where is your fate rolling to? Now, rolling in the Dragonheir world.